Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today it's going to be a very exciting video because I am sharing the tips and the technique to set your makeup in place so that it lasts the entire day flawlessly. And to demo that, today I'm also reviewing the beautiful Tatcha silk powder. Let me tell you something about Tatcha. I personally love the brand a lot. I think it's such a loved brand all around the world. I use so many of Tatcha products, from their rice polish to their makeup remover, their sheet mask, the dewy skin cream, serum, essence, you name it, I have it. So whenever they come up with any new product, I get really excited because their products work great on my skin. It has done a tremendous amount of improvement on my skin. So I'm really excited about this powder today. What I'm doing today in this video is I'm gonna demo how to set your eyes as well as set your face after you apply your base makeup, and I'm gonna do it using the silk powder so we can also see how the finish looks and how is it holding up on my skin. Also, I have created this gorgeous pink and purple eyeshadow look. I think it came out so beautifully and it is perfect for a spring and summer look. So if you want to see how the review for the Tatcha silk powder went and how I created this gorgeous purple eye, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so before I get started, I just quickly want to run through the details of the product. I have the Sephora website open and it's currently retailing for $63 here in Canada. Also, the amount that it has is zero point 0.7 ounces, which is like 20 grams. So, and the description claims that it's going to be a radiant setting powder. Also, it has no color to it. It's just a translucent powder, but it will have a glowy finish to it. Also, Tatcha is claiming that the powder will help to hold up the makeup in place for almost 10 hours, which is great. So I'm really excited to try this out. Let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I already have my foundation and concealer on. Reason being, I wanted to focus more on the powder finish. So I just wanted to quickly run through what all I did on my face so far. First step was to prime my face. So I went with the Dr. Brand Pores No More primer. This is a great primer. It gives a great blurring effect to the skin, and my makeup lasts all throughout the day. Whenever I want a long wearing makeup on my face for pretty much the entire day, I go with this primer. Next, I went with my favorite foundation, and it is the Lancome Taint Idol Ultra Wear foundation, and the shade that I am in is 230 Buff W. And after that, I have put my favorite Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and the color is warm beige. I have put it under my eyes and also around all the problem areas that I have to conceal all the blemishes. As you can see, I have a big blemish here, so I just wanted to cover it up. I'm gonna set half of my face with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder and half of my face with the Tatcha Silk powder, just to compare and see the difference if there is any. Also, since this is a loose powder, I'm gonna bake one of my eye using this powder, while for this eye, I'm gonna go with my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. So let's get started. I'm taking a fluffy brush and taking the Peach Perfect from Too Faced. Just putting a generous amount of the powder at the bottom of the eye, and I'm gonna let it bake there. I'm not gonna clean it yet. After some time, I'm gonna remove it. This helps a lot. This is called a baking technique, and it helps a lot with the longevity of the setting of the eye, because this is the first place where you'll see creases otherwise. So please try this technique if you are facing those kind of problems. And then I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury powder and just buff it on one side of my face. It has a very beautiful finish to the face without providing too much color, which I really like. Now let's go with the Tatcha Silk powder on this side of the face. First, I'm gonna put the powder under my eye. This is a great box. So what it does is it has this opening at the top, and if you shake the box, the powder comes out. I'm gonna take the same brush and swirl it around a bit, and then put a generous amount under my eye. Next, I'm going with a really fluffy brush because the instruction says that use a very, very fluffy brush to swirl it around the face. So I'm using this. What I'm doing is I'll just put some onto the lid of the silk powder, probably this much, and I'm gonna just dip my brush inside and gently buff it around this side. Because it's not a pressed powder, obviously you can see there is a lot of fall back, but that's okay because this will happen with any kind of loose powder. So far it feels very, very nice on the skin. I'm just swirling it around and just buffing it on my face, leaving the eye area because I want it to bake. Alright, so I have put the powder on both sides. So this side is the Tatcha side and this is the Charlotte Tilbury side. Let me give you guys a closer look. Alright, so I really like the finish of the Tatcha powder so far. It looks very airbrushed on this side, and so does the Charlotte Tilbury side. It looks very airbrushed here as well. This is anyway my ride and die powder, so this is flawless. But even this side looks beautiful on the face. It doesn't look cakey at all. As you can see, it didn't add any color to the skin as such. Just gave a very nice airbrush mattifying effect. So far, I'm really liking the finish of the Tatcha powder, which is expected from Tatcha for sure. Alright guys, so let's go with the normal routine and finish rest of the face. Now let's quickly contour our face. So I got this mini size of the Bare Minerals bronzer from Sephora. Let's try this. I haven't tried Bare Minerals bronzer ever. And the color that I have is Warmth. It looks like this is like a chocolate brown color. I will again use my bronzer brush and just going to dip it slightly and put some onto my face. This is a powder bronzer, so anyway it won't be like too harsh on the skin. It's a nice color. I think it looks good with my skin tone. Just putting some on my forehead and also on my chin area. And then I'm using the same bronzer and I'm going with my MAC tapered brush. This is 195. This is a great brush if you want to do a nose contour, which I always do. So I'm just gonna draw a line following the shape of my nose. And this also I'm gonna let it set for a while before I clean it up. So today let's go with the powder blush. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio and this is the shades Peachy Love. It has a combination of 3 blushes in it. This is more of a peachy vibe in case you're interested. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, just move it around and put it on my cheeks. As I mentioned before, initially when you're putting the blush on, even if you put a lot, it's fine because Blush is the first thing that's gonna rub off. Alright guys, so let's quickly do our eye look. Today I'm getting this purple vibe. I always wanted to create this purple and pink smoky eye effect. Taking inspiration from Tatcha because they also have this beautiful purplish lilac color. It's not gonna be exactly like this but kind of similar. Also because the Morphe James Charles palette has some beautiful purples in it. A glitter, this dark berry, and then this shade and this bright pink. I really wanted to play with these colors since the time I got this palette, so let's do that today. Alright guys, so I have zoomed you guys in so that you can get a closer look at what exactly I'm gonna do with my eyes. Let's quickly start with concealing our eyes. This is an important step so that the eye look stays for the entire day. I usually go with my Too Faced concealer. Just take a tiny amount and dab it on your lid. That's it. Don't put a lot and don't follow it with the powder because that won't help with the sticking of the shadow. Just put a liquid concealer and that should do the trick. You can also use an eyeshadow primer, but for me, a concealer works as good as the primer. Now, since the eyes are being prepped, let's start with the eye look. I'm gonna take a precision brush with me because I want to work on my crease first. And then I'm gonna start working with this pink color and start working it on the crease. As you can see, it's very pigmented. I just dipped it like once or twice and it has such a good color payoff. This palette is great. It has such good colors and it is not at all expensive as well, and it is highly pigmented, so I definitely recommend checking this palette in case you don't own it yet. Again, I'm gonna dip some more of this berry shade and just keep buffing it onto my crease. Now what I'm gonna do is start putting this purple shade on my crease as well. So just keep blending it. Like that. Let's take a bit of this color and just swirl it around. Next, I'm gonna take this bright pink. It's a so pretty color. And put that as well. Next, what I'm gonna do is take another precision brush and I'm gonna take this darker purple and just put it on the corners because I want to intensify it on the corners. Like that. Keep taking it more. Now I'm mixing this shade with a bit of the berry shade. Mixing the two just to intensify the corners. Next, I'm going again with the previous precision brush and using this bright pink again. Just to intensify the pink all around. Like that. Now what I'm gonna do is take a packing brush and put some of this color onto my lid. Just a tiny amount. like that. Next, what I'm gonna do is take this beautiful shimmery purple shade. It's so gorgeous, and I think it works best with a finger. So use your finger to get some, and then pack it on your lid. As you can see, it looks so gorgeous. Just going to spread all over. It's looking so pretty so far. Next, I'm gonna go again with the precision brush. Take some of this bright pink and complete the crease area again. Now I'm gonna intensify it slightly on the corners as well, back to these two darker shades. And just put it on the corners like that. Now let's take some of this darker shade and bring it onto the mid of the eye here. That. And just packing some more of this beautiful shimmer onto the lid. And here is the completed eye so far. Now let's finish the bottom of the eye. I will first remove the setting powder that I have baking for a while. Then again I'm taking this pencil brush and I'm gonna dip the two darker shades, which is this berry and this dark purple. So taking a bit of both. And creating this beautiful blended look. Taking some more of both of these darker shades. Don't make it like a harsh line. Make sure it's blended at the bottom as well. And always pull it upwards so that it looks like one complete eye. Now I'm gonna go with this kind of a fluffy brush and put some highlight on my brow bone. I'm gonna use this shade from the palette. Just dip it slightly and put a very tiny amount, not a lot. Alright guys, so here is the completed eye. It looks so gorgeous. I love this. So I'm gonna do the exact same steps on this eye as well and finish the eye look and be right back. Alright guys, so here is the completed eye look. I think it came out really beautifully. This is what I was going for. It looks so nice and fun for a spring and summer look. So let's quickly finish it with a beautiful lip color. I would recommend going with something neutral like a light brown or a light pink. So today, instead of going for a lipstick, I have this Rare Beauty lip balm and the color is Blessed. Let's try it on. It's actually a lip balm, but it has a great uh, pigment to it, so it actually acts as a lipstick, which is very hydrating. It's a very pretty bubblegum pink and it is very hydrating to the lips. I'm also gonna put the Rare Beauty lip gloss and this is in the color Nearly Rose. It's a beautiful rose color. Let's put it on. So let's quickly finish this makeup look with a spritz of Fix Plus. It helps a lot with the settling of the makeup. It really melts the makeup down and make it seamless. So I'll just give it a good shake and then put a generous amount on my face. Alright guys, so I'm done with my makeup and it came out so beautifully. I just love it. It's so fun and colorful for a spring and summer look. Love that. And the powder looks so pretty on the skin so far. I think Tatcha has done it again. I have found another beautiful powder to use on a day-to-day basis. I think Tatcha never fails. I just love Tatcha as a brand. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear this makeup for a couple of hours and do a quick check-in and let you guys know how it is holding up. Alright guys, so it's been almost 4 hours since the time I have been wearing this makeup, and I'm so happy to report that the makeup looks flawless. Like, I don't see any cracking anywhere whatsoever. This is the side where I put the Tatcha powder, and as you can see, it looks flawless. Like, I don't see any oil production whatsoever. It looks so airbrushed and perfect. I think I have found another beautiful powder. Tatcha never fails me, and I just love Tatcha as a brand. I will definitely give this powder a 5 stars from my side, and I will definitely recommend it to somebody who's of a similar skin type. I'm not sure how it's gonna react on a oily skin. It is a bit illuminating powder, but as you can see on my dry skin, it looks beautiful on. It gives a beautiful blurring effect, and it is also very pretty on the skin, like very shiny, illuminating, but not oily. So I would definitely recommend this powder to somebody of a similar skin type like me. I love the product and it's a winner for me. Alright guys, so I hope you like this review. I definitely vouch for Tatcha, and I definitely vouch for the Tatcha Silk Powder. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.